In 2016, I started work on a homebrew D&D-style game about my book series Godly that my friends and I never finished the campaign for. At that time, I worked at Dollar Tree and I bought a couple of boxes like this. I haven't done anything with one of them, but I actually ended up using the smaller one for the game. Wanting to make rewards interesting, I turned one of these boxes into a treasure chest and wrote down a ton of special items to give my players when they received a random low to intermediate level reward. I moved them out of that chest and I've been keeping them in this little tube, but they're kinda crushed in there and I just found the bigger box. Nowadays I use this chest to hold the money for my business. Yes, I have an IOU in there, don't judge me. Anyway, I would include some of these if I were ever to get to make a Godly video game, but just in case I never get to, I figured I'd share some of my favorites with you guys because I thought it would be fun to get some more use out of them. I've been keeping them in this tube these days and, yeah, I don't want that to happen every time I want to look at them. So our first item is a pair of grounded rubber boots. Sorry my fingers are all in the way, but this item would give a +4 lightning resistance, which is pretty good. Next up we have the Prosecutor's Tie. This is a kind of joke magic item with a neat effect. It's a red tie that hangs to the wearer's groin, yes, on any wearer. It has their intelligence reduced by 3, but in exchange when they attempt to lie, characters who hear it will automatically believe it if they fail a 15 DC wisdom save. So it could be useful on a character not speccing into intelligence. Then we've got... sorry, this was hard to do with one hand. Learned a lot about phone camera work though. Right, we've got a lucky penny. Ooh, this is a really good one. It's a gold coin that seems a little magical. But while you have it, the first time you roll a natural 1, you disregard it and treat it as a natural 20 instead. Then it becomes a regular golden coin. This was one of my favorites and the big reason I decided to make this video, because this basically only makes sense in the context of a Godly D&D style game. And next, if my camera will focus, we've got the Robes of the Wise. They give a +2 armor rating, but they also give magical resistance equal to half the Wizard's... The Wizard's? They give a +2 armor rating, but they also give magical resistance equal to half the wearer's wisdom, which on a wisdom-based mage could be a massive advantage. Next we have Jim the Cactus, a potted cactus wearing a name tag that reads Jim. It's an Ed, Edd n Eddy reference. I also always pictured him wearing a sombrero. Jim was a quest item. If you found him and the quest, you could turn him in for it. Not spoiling that though, just in case the game ever happens. Oh, and Cinder has joined us. What you think, sweetie? Yeah, you sniffing the stuff. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Next up is an iron flask containing a bright green liquid that smells slightly of citrus. I can't remember if this is the one that turns you green or if it's the one that's sloshy inside, and I can't be bothered to find it in my old notes. Okay, this one... oh yeah! The Stone of Awareness. This was another one that was basically one of the best items in the loot. So this item will cancel a successful sneak attack against you and then it'll break, so it's only a one-time use item. Super useful though. Oh, the Bear Claw boots! These boots give +1 resistance and +2 traction, and traction was a sort of anti-knockback and slip mechanic, so if an attack did +2 knockback, these boots would prevent that. Next is an unidentified strongly magical cloak. There's an identification system in Godly that includes different levels of identifying magical and cursed items, and it's even present in the books too. I had all these written down on my computer, and I could go tell you what the actual effect of the identified magical cloak is and what its name is and all that stuff, but again, I can't really be bothered. Aha! This was my favorite item here. The Belt of Returning. Basically, it allows you to equip up to 3 one-handed weapons, and if you throw any of them, the weapon will automatically return to their sheaths. It's a great tool for a rogue or ranger who loves throwing knives. I had a lot of other mundane items in here, like 100 gold, torches, fresh baked bread, and stuff that didn't seem like treasure at all, like the rotten lemon, which is actually a useful consumable. But anyway guys, thanks so very much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, it helps my channel out a lot. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.